The U.S. Supreme Court did something unusual this morning. All 9 justices agreed on a very controversial issue.
Their decision says the NCAA cannot keep colleges from giving financial benefits to Division I football and basketball players. 7 universities in Utah now have to figure out what happens next.
This can really change the game for athletes. Fox 13's Max Roth spent the day on the phone with them and has this in-depth report.
Today's decision tells the NCAA they bring in billions with a workforce who make next to nothing. The decision only applies to Division I football and basketball for now, but the message is pretty clear.
I don't think there's a whole lot of friends the NCAA has in D.C. right now, including in the Supreme Court.
BYU's Gary Veron is a college athletics administrator with a law degree. His take on the meaning of the Supreme Court's decision in the NCAA versus Alston.
We're going to be able to provide our athletes with greater resources, educationally tied resources. So it's not just, hey, we're going to buy you a home or buy you a vehicle because we think it's cool and now we have enough money in our budget to do so. It's wanting to connect meaningful, legitimate resources to the overall educational experience.
The Supreme Court decision is clear on the point. In a phrase unexpected from the High Court, Justice Neil Gorsuch writes, "Nothing stops the NCAA from enforcing a no Lamborghini rule." And he writes the NCAA has room to decide what is educational when it comes to internships, academic awards, in-kind benefits, or anything else. Utah's public Division I schools and their conferences were all no comments on the phone today, saying the ball's in the NCAA's court right now. But the University of Utah does provide an example of the contrast between athletes and their coaches. In 2020, Utah's 11 football coaches made a combined $11.28 million in pay and benefits. The head coach making about half of that, but even his lowest paid position coach made over $250,000 a year. In 2019, they coached 119 players. 20 of those players were seniors, and 7 made an NFL roster in 2020. Even on Utah's Pac-12 team, odds of a big pro payday are slim. But Utah did manage a 92% graduation rate, best in Pac-12 football. Now, as for BYU, the Cougars are a different kind of animal, at least in football, more free to pick their path.
BYU being independent doesn't have to forfeit or surrender anything to the conference office.
What happened today is separate from another huge issue in college sports. 6 states passed laws allowing players to benefit from their name, image, and likeness. Those so-called NIL laws go into effect in July. Now, today's decision is more limited, but it could be more help to the athletes who will never make millions. Schools can give them more to get ahead in life after football and basketball. In studio, Max Roth, Fox 13 News, Utah.